Okay, welcome along to another YouTube tutorial. This is a song called Say Something by A Great Big World. It's a beautiful song, very easy to play even in its original key, but I'm actually not going to play in its original key. I'm going to change the key to make it, I think, a little easier to play, and it's in the key of C, so we can mainly just use the white keys. Makes it a little bit easier if we want to start playing chords with this and start sort of playing around with the notes in between. So I'm going to start with the left hand, which is an A minor. And I'm going to try for two here. If you're a real beginner, you could just use one finger. But for me, A minor, I usually use two fingers. It's the A key and it's the E key. A minor. Then we're going to go down to F, and we're keeping that same distance between the fingers down to F. Now for C, we're going to go an octave apart. So you have to stretch those fingers. So it's C and C. And then for G, back to that distance again. I think they're 5 apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's A minor, F, C, G. Now in the right hand, we're almost going to be locked in what I'll call a C chord. I think it's an inverted C because you've got G and you've got C, and this is the third part. We're probably not even going to use that. Most of the time we're just going to use these two. And sort of bounce around and bounce around with the left and the right hand as well. Okay, and the only real variation with the right hand is when we get to that G part, we keep these two fingers. I keep these two fingers, but I add that B. That nice sort of sound, and you can drop it, or you can keep the C with it. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to. It's a very easy song to play, and we've only got 4 chords going at the moment. The only other variation is the next part, which sort of leads into the chorus. And I'm going to keep these two fingers, the G and the C, and we go to C. And then we go to E's, but notice I'm not changing the right hand. Then we'll go to the F here, so we go from C, octaves apart, to E, octave apart, then to my F, which is, we've been using sort of the 5 keys apart here. And you can keep these two fingers going. And then back to C. So it's an I. Now I'm adding this finger here, it's up to you. You can add this finger here. You can start to play around as the song starts to build up to a bit of a crescendo. But I will stumble and fall. I'm still learning to love, still starting to crawl. Okay, so the lead up to that, we're going, say something, I'm giving up on you. And notice I'm starting to add keys now, because it really doesn't matter. You still get the feel for the song if you're playing. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And then we'll move to that second bit. And I'm feeling so small. It was over my head. I knew nothing at all. So it's C. And we're going to call this C over E because it's still a C chord really, but with E. Up to F. And we're really kind of keeping the right hand going the same way. You can play an F if you like. Now then it goes to C. I know nothing at all. Back to G. But you do have another option here. You can say, I stumble and fall. I'm still learning to love. And instead of going to the C, just go straight into the G, but play what I'm going to call an unresolved G. So that is basically a G in the left, but a full C. So you're going from a C over G. So it's up to you. You can go back to the full C, or you can just leave it as the G for both parts. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I stumble and fall, still learning love, starting to cry. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And so as you build up, you can start to play fuller and fuller chords because they're such simple chords. So you can play the full A minor, and you really can hardly hit a wrong note if you hit these right keys. You can just play around and play things that sound good to you, and find someone who can sing it well. Enjoy.